Hey, myself Stalin. Today we are going to talk about data structures on arrays. Today the problem which we are going to look into is we have an array of n elements, but adding the pair of two element in an array should be equal to a number x. Okay. How are you going to write an algorithm for that in an effective manner, in a time complexity manner? Okay, that's the idea about this talk. So this is an array. We have 6 element in the array, and adding any pair of elements should give a number x equal to x. Take an example. The x element is 10. Okay, by adding two element in this given array should be equal to 10. In this case, adding 3 and 7 will be equal to 10. Okay, suppose the x element changes. Suppose it should be 8. Okay, and then adding 3 and 5 will provide 8. Is there any other? 2 and 6 will provide 8. So that's what. Suppose if the given element x is 20, we cannot by adding two element in a given array, we cannot make it 20. So there is no element. Then we should say no, we cannot make that sum. Okay, that's the idea about the program. Algorithm. So this is an array. What we need to do is first we need to sort the array using a base sorting algorithm, which will given a time complexity of log n time, maybe heap sort or merge sort or quick sort. By using that, we can sort in a given array in log n time. After that, what we are going to do, we are going to make two pointers. One will point to left element of the array, right element of the array. Okay. Now we will start adding the left and right element. So your left element is 2, right element is 9, and by adding it's going to give the sum 11, but the 11 is not equal to 10. Here in this instance, x element is 10. Okay, so we need to find out summing two elements should equal to x. Here 2 plus 9 is 11 and it's not equal to 10. Then what we need to do is we need to decrement the right arrow by 1. Okay, then the right arrow is going to point to 7. So now we are going to add 2 plus 7, which is 9, and again it's not equal to 10, but at the same time 2 plus 7 is lesser than the value x. Okay, 9 lesser than 10. Okay, then we need to increment the left arrow by 1. In this case, left arrow is going to point to 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Yeah, we reach a point that we found sum of two elements in the given array is equal to x. Okay, that's the problem. So what is the base case we need to think of? The base case should be a left arrow always should be lesser than right arrow. The right arrow always should be greater than left arrow. Whenever it comes to a place where it falls, then we need to exit the loop. Let's go back to the algorithm. So we have a main where we have an array, and we are going to get the x element from the user. After that, we are going to call a method sum of two element is equal to x or not by passing array and the value which we got from user and the size of the array. Okay, then it's going to return me 0 or 1. If it is 1, then we print this array contains sum of two element is equal to given x. Okay, then if it is not found, then we print no sum is equal to x. Okay, then let's go back to the coding part here. We should have a two variable which will point to left and right of an array. So I call it as L and R. Okay, then after that what we need to do is we need to sort the given array. Okay, we have a sorting method here. We can use anything whichever you are comfortable, but the time complexity wise you should go for a better approach. Okay, then let's take a sort algorithm and then pass the array and then pass the size of the array. In this case it's length. Okay, we got an array which is sorted. Now what we are going to do is we are going to make a left pointer to point to first element of an array, and then right element to point to last element of an array. In this case, last element is 6, but the array start with 0. We reduce by 1. Length minus 1 will point to last element in the given array. And then we start the loop while, and the left element should be lesser than the right element. Right? That's the base condition. So whenever it goes against that, we have to terminate the loop. That's what the syntax talks about. So first we need to check. Okay, first we take in a variable that is sum, which is nothing but an array left element plus p of right element. Okay, by adding this is sum. Now we need to check that sum equal to, okay, the given value x. In this case we have to return 1 because we found it. Else if we need to check the sum is greater or not. Okay, suppose sum is greater, then what we need to do, we need to decrement the right pointer, left, sorry, yeah, we need to decrement the right pointer. Suppose the sum is lesser, okay, in this case what we need to do, we need to increment the left pointer. So by the time which comes it will, so suppose this condition fails, then there is no element we found, then we return 0. Okay, this is what algorithm. Let's go and compile and check it. GCC sum to element x. Yeah. So it's asking for x. I'm going to give a number 10. Okay, the array contains sum of two elements is equal to 10. Okay, because so now I give you element which is 20. Okay, then there is no sum is equal to x. That's it. Thanks for watching.